Hi guys, we're back again. In this video, we're going to talk about two things to focus on to rid diabetes type 2, okay? Out of all the things that you can do, there are two things that are the most important. The first question is, what is diabetes type 2? It's a problem with insulin. It's actually too much insulin. Type 1 is not enough insulin, but type 2 is too much insulin. So what is insulin? Insulin is a carbohydrate hormone. So it's a hormone that regulates carbs. So the two big things, and there's a lot of things that can trigger insulin, the two big things are, number one, consuming sugar and frequent eating. So if we take a look at sugar and frequent eating, so which one of these do you think is more important to focus on? Okay, it's this one right here, frequent eating. So if you actually just make this one change and you eat less frequent, and let's say you do 2 meals a day, some people even do 1 meal a day, or even 3 meals a day, no snacking, you will see more change than if you cut out the sugar and kept eating all day long, okay? So this is the most important thing right here to focus on. This is the second most important thing to focus on. Now, if you do these in combination, it is very, very powerful. But the problem is that people, in their mind, they don't realize what sugar is. They think, oh, just added sugar. Now I'm talking about all the foods that turn into sugar very fast, like the breads, the pasta, cereal, the crackers, the biscuits, the waffles, the pancakes, the muffins. It's hard to go anywhere without running into sugar. I mean, I was at the grocery store the other day and I saw this wall of Gatorade. You know, it's all sugar water, sports drinks, it's everywhere. Juice, alcohol. There's a lot of hidden carbs and social events, birthday parties. I mean, it's in popcorn and chips and potatoes. It's everywhere. So you really have to just be aware of what sugar is or what a high glycemic food is and start to cut that down to the point where you keep it really, really low. And then frequent eating, that's another challenge too, because all you're doing is you're spiking insulin, and then what's happening, the insulin is bringing the sugars down. Now you're going to be hungry again. So you want to gradually phase into this. Now, I created a real simple, easy, fast mini course down below. You could click that and just learn how to do this, where I combine everything at once. So you'll see huge changes just by tweaking these two things right here. All right? So if you focus on that, that's going to be your greatest tool to overcome diabetes. Thanks for watching. Had some questions about stomach acid and mineral absorption. If apple cider vinegar was the best thing to take if you want to improve mineral absorption. So I wanted to create a video just on this one topic. And yes, it can help you, but I need to explain a couple little points about this. So normally in your stomach, you have a very, very acidic acid called hydrochloric acid. The pH should be between 1 and 3. Now think about it. Neutral is 7. So every number that goes below 7, you go 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, is 10 times is acid. So if we compare 6 to 7, 6 would be 10 times more acid. 5 would be 10 times more acid than 6. So it compounds. So when you get down to these lower numbers, you have a very, very acidic acid. And this is normal. There's three main things that your stomach acid is supposed to do. Number one, it's supposed to help you break down protein, okay? So if you don't have the acid, you can't break down the protein. It starts to putrefy. You get undigested protein. Number two, it helps kill pathogens from invading the body. So if you eat food with some microbes, guess what? That stomach is there to kill off the pathogens. And if you can't kill them off, they can invade the body and you can create all sorts of infections in the colon. It's kind of part of the immune system. And number three, and this is the topic that we're discussing now, it helps mineral absorption. So having the right amount of acid in your stomach can make minerals more bioavailable. If you don't have enough stomach acid, then the absorption of calcium, iron, magnesium, zinc, copper, cobalt, and other minerals won't be as efficient. You also won't have 100% absorption of folic acid, vitamin C, vitamin D, and vitamin A. So basically, we need this strong acid in our stomach to actually absorb these nutrients. As we age, we lose the strength of this acid and we start having deficiencies of these nutrients. So aging is a very common cause of not having enough strong acid in your stomach. Other causes are antacids. If you're taking antacids, or if you have hypothyroidism, or if you have pernicious anemia, which is an autoimmune disease of certain cells in your stomach, or if you have the infection H. pylori, that can do it, or if you had gastric bypass, which is a surgery that can affect the pH of your stomach. Now, there's two conditions. One is achlorhydria, which is zero stomach acid. You have no more stomach acid. And then another condition, hypochlorhydria, which is a deficiency of that strong acid in your stomach. Both of these conditions will affect the absorption of minerals. And this can also create a problem with SIBO, which is a condition where your microbes are growing in the small intestine instead of the large intestine. And this can affect your absorption of nutrients because these microbes are eating your nutrients and starving you of the nutrients. Now, the question is, can apple cider vinegar fix low stomach acid? And the answer is, it can help absorption of food and has a lot of other benefits, but it doesn't necessarily fix hydrochloric acid itself. It will help the absorption, even in the small intestine, of nutrients, and it actually can help to inhibit some of the microbes growing in the small intestine. So it has a lot of benefits, but to build up hydrochloric acid, there's several other nutrients that you're going to need. Number one, you're going to have to find the cause of it. For example, if it's age, well, you can't do anything about that, right? But if you're taking antacids, you might want to find the cause of that, get with your doctor, and see if you can actually reduce that, because the more you're on this, it's going to be very difficult to correct this. This hydrochloric acid is made from chlorides, as in hydrochloric acid, and sodium, and potassium, and zinc, and iodine. So you want to make sure that you have all of these in your diet. Another good remedy to help build this up would be something called betaine hydrochloride. Okay, so the chlorides can actually help build up hydrochloric acid. But apple cider vinegar can help in digestion, but it's not the main thing to correct a low hydrochloric acid situation. So anyway, I just wanted to give you a summary on answering this question. And I've also put some really important videos on hydrochloric acid on this page. Thanks for watching. Before you go real quick, I have a course entitled How to Bulletproof Your Immune System. It's a free course. I want you to take it. And here's why. Here's you. Here is your environment. Everyone is focused on this over here, avoiding your environment. But what about here? What about strengthening your immune system? That's what's missing. This course will show you how to bulletproof yourself, and so you can tolerate and resist your environment much better by strengthening your own immune system. I put a link down in the description right down below. Check it out and get signed up today. Hey, before